G'day, I'm ET and welcome to the show. Well, this week we're chasing one of our smaller species, the yellowfin whiting. You can catch them on the beaches, catch them in the rivers and in the estuaries. But before we get into the action, let's take a look around. As my Ram road trip takes me on journeys to home waters and beyond. I'm not after just any whiting, I'm targeting a big 40-centimetre whopper.
Yeah, this is a good fish. When you've got to go up the front of the boat, oh, it's a big bream. You can see him, he's just got massive silver shine. He's wanting to go across the flat there. Trying to work it across. I'll lose that. That one. There we go. Oh, come on, buddy, come this way. We could easily bust you off a fish of this size. Really nice solid brim. So I'm just going to loosen the drag a little bit. Certainly not for anything but the 4-pound trace on the end. There we go. He's not too bad at all. And again, you just get a lot more bites when you're using lighter line. So the 4-pound, almost invisible in the water, 4-pound line. If you've got a nice live bait like a yabby, definitely going to encourage these guys to take the bait. Much nicer.
Brim are a great bycatch, but I'm setting up for a large whiting.
Well, I love Shimano's new range of rods. This one here's a little jewel. It's a beautiful little 2-piece. It's a 2 to 5 kilo. Perfect for any of the estuary species. I'm just going to put a little twin power on it. And I've got a nice long length of 4-pound fluorocarbon attached to this. At the moment, I want to fish a spot up on the sand back here, but the tide's only just started to pour in. This is a great spot for a flathead as well. But as the tide pushes over this flat behind me, the water's going to flood on in with the bait. I'm just looking for fish, just cruising in. So your whiting, your brim, your flathead, just coming in and wanting to get up on that flat and feed. I'll put this bean on. It's quite a sizable sinker. You certainly don't need that much weight, but what I'm going to do is actually pitch it out and see how we go.
It's the prime time to fish the shallow weed banks.
So our target species is whiting, so the reason why we're here on this beautiful sand edge, the way he was powering upstream, I think it's a brim. Secret, still take your time. Don't lose contact with the fish. Keep that bend in the rod. You don't want to high stick it. Yep, it's a nice brim there. Ooh. There he is there, look at him. There we go. Not a bad brim. Handsome little brim. There we go. All right, slide him back in. See you later, mate. No whiting as yet.
Port hacking is typical of many East Coast estuaries, which are a haven for large whiting, which roam the shallow sandbanks as the tide floods in. They also lurk along the deep drop-offs on the run-out tide.
Right at the moment, I'm fishing all these little patches. There's lots of weed in between. Great spots for whiting to be able to hide and feed. Oh yeah, it's a nice whiting. And we've got the target species.
I've decided to use a 4-pound leader, and it may break when I lift a fish in, so I use a net to bring these larger whiting aboard.
All right, target species, that's what we're after. He's not too bad at all. You see that long shank hook right in the corner of the mouth. We can easily just flick it out. It's only hooked up, not by much. Yeah, beautiful fish. And again, happy about that one.
Now that's a class whiting, but she's not quite 40 centimetres. The sun is setting, so I'm going to head upstream for an evening session. If you like what you see, there's going to be loads more on our channel, so make sure you like, share and subscribe. Let's get back to the action. We're just moving up the river. Now to find our little spot. We're going to stop overnight and hopefully land a nice big whiting. Some of the biggest whiting come out to feed at night, so that's what we're after. Got some nice yabby baits, and the sun's just going down now, so it won't be long, it'll be pitch black. Cockies are saying good night. And hopefully soon we'll hook up to a nice big whiting. Dusk is prime feeding time for many species, including whiting. The first rod I set out has been immediately hit. That's a good sign, and night time is whopper whiting time, so I finish rigging for the night session. The idea is to do a little running rig here. I'm going to use Pro Select, they call them. Really fine gauge, long shank hook. Not overly long, but our shank is longer than what you'd normally have on a hook, and that's going to help us with the whiting, but also to be able to present the yabby bait. I'm going to have a trace, well, what's that, about 40, nearly 50 centimetres. And so attach a swivel here. Okay, you can go smaller with your swivel. It's only got to stop a little bean sinker from coming down onto the hook. These bean sinkers are perfect because they'll just sit on the bottom like that, and the line will be able to run straight through the centre. Now we need is the bait. That's the beauty, isn't it? You start at the tail end, clip it in, and then you just roll the tail all the way down the hook, and the hook barb just sits out around central there. And then I do a little half hitch, which is a fold over of the line, and that just goes down over the hook and over the tail. It gives it extra protection on that cast that we need to be able to deliver. All right, set the drag nice and loose. Now there's absolutely no strong current up here, so it can be as loose as you like. Bites can happen quickly at night, but this bite doesn't have that whiting feeling. Night fishing can be a lucky dip. It's one of the great things about night fishing. You're never quite sure what you do have, but bigger as he's coming to the boat. Yes, not what we're after. A little red brim. Beautiful fish. We'll have to put him back in. Night angling can be hazardous, so I limit my movement and find a suitable spot to fish for a lengthy period. And as usual, I'm wearing my chest PFD. I've also ensured that there's correct safety equipment on board for me and all passengers, and I've checked that it's all in good working order. There he is, look at that one. Beautiful fish. You don't catch many, but they're big. It's a simple rig. They're old, these fish, they look old. He's probably 30 odd centimetres. Really nice fish. Wow, he wants to be on his way. Fantastic, eh? Let's get up on the sand flats at night, and you too can catch one like this. Time to put him back in the water. What a beauty. Right, mate. Here we go. Get that one out there. Ooh, a little bit of a movement on that one before we throw it out. Got a bit of slack line in, but I just saw. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Ooh. I got 4 pound trace. Ooh. Okay. Oh, wow. Come on, buddy. Oh, gosh. Perfect thing to be doing. Fishing. This looks like a good whiting. Let's get that in there. Come on, buddy. Oh, yeah, nice fish. That's a good one. All right. Oh, that's
a beauty. Oh yes. Oh, look at that. Now that is a big old whiting. Look at that beauty. Wow. And the little hook did the job. Wow, that is just a beautiful yellowfin whiting. Hey?
Mission accomplished. 40 centimetres plus. Whiting a quality table fish. But this whopper is a top breeder.
Slide him back in, I think. Get him on his way. He's looking excited to get back in the water. That's what we're after. Yellowfin whiting. And a beauty. Well, it's a beautiful day here at Port Stephens in New South Wales, and as you can see behind me, some beautiful sand flats, nice little weed beds all mixed in, and loads of oyster rocks, and that's what I really love. You've got to have reasons why the fish are actually there. Today, I'm chasing whiting on surface lures. I've got a beautiful little walker here, another little popper behind me here, and I'll give them a good workout, just trying to make sure that I can get those long casts. I've got nice light braid, so 5 pound braid down to an 8 pound trace. Can go a little bit heavier with the trace. I'm going to be moving this at a very rapid pace, so you won't see the trace at all. So you can even go heavier, but I'm feeling that 8 pounds nice and light, and I'll be able to get a beautiful long cast. This is a Zodius rod, absolutely mint perfection. Shimano rod, matched up with this beautiful Vanford 2500 HG. A really good little outfit, this one. The other rod I've got, another little Vanford 2500. I seem to like that for the estuaries, and this one's matched up with a lovely squidgy. A 2 to 5 kilo, just perfect for the estuary. You know, this is a combo that I can go out and catch some big flathead on as well. But today, whiting on the surface. It's a good run out tide at the moment, exposing all these rocks, and I'm going to be able to get the Hobie right in amongst where the predators should be, and those whiting should be up on all these sand patches. Whiting, here we come.
My Hobie Outback is ideal for slowly pedalling across these shallow banks, and I can cast to different areas.
As you're moving it along, it just looks like a little prawn. So the idea is actually nice and fast. So a lot of people think that you actually got to twitch that, work slowly, but the majority of times going nice and quick is the secret.
Whiting attack the skipping lure ferociously, so I have my drag set lightly. Whiting fight cleanly and won't head for snags, so when fishing light, patience is paramount. I also keep the Hobie positioned to allow for optimum contact when the whiting changes direction. It's no monster, but whiting of all sizes will chase a skipping surface walker. And it's delightful to see a whiting school eagerly trying to catch up with the lure.
Just working this sandbank at the moment, the tide's actually moving out, and I like to usually approach it from the top end, long cast down with the wind, and work it the same way as the current. So I'm just going to work along this edge here, but then I'll move across a little bit and fish it all the way down. You don't need too many lures, but I like these clear ones. Nice easy bite for a whiting. Perfect. After a while, when you've caught a few whiting on the surface, you tend to stick to some of those ones that you know work. Yep. Oh, there we go. Straight off the top. Boom, as soon as it hit the water. A bit of weight to him, which is nice. Shooting across the flat now. Got him on the edge of the weed there. Let's put some 4 pound trace on to really get the bite. Oh, there he is, a nice fish. Yep. Target species, yellowfin whiting. But to get them up on the surface is always something fantastic to do. So any time the prawns are running over that summer months, these guys are on the prowl. As soon as they see something moving and flittering past, they just can't resist. It's a pretty hard old fight, but he's very tired now. Come on, buddy. All right. There we go.
Happy days on the flat, chasing whiting with surface lures.
For an outfit to wallop a whopper whiting, visit Anaconda, either online or at one of their many stores. You'll find gear galore to set you up with fishing tackle to last a lifetime.
Well, yellowfin whiting are a super fun fish to catch. You can catch them on bait, worms and yabbies, and you can also catch them on surface lures, which is great fun as well.
I got him. Oh, you got him, man.
Now, Shimano have the perfect range of rods to get you underway. They have the squidgy rods, the dual rods, and the anarchy. But I'm going to choose one of these beautiful dual rods. This is a 7 foot long, 2-piece, 1 to 4 kilo, and ultra light on the end. And that'll keep the connection with the fish when you hook him. You've just got to match it up with a nice Shimano spin reel, and you'll be able to cast lures and baits all day. Shimano have so many small reels to choose from, but I'm going to go for one of these cost-effective Siennas. Absolutely perfect. It should match up very well to this dual rod. This is a really good rig. Get some nice light line, some fluorocarbon trace, and look out whiting, here we come. I've selected some 6-pound Oshia fluorocarbon leader. Now, I'd probably put a length of 2 to 3 metres of this on the end of the braid. Now, the braid I'm going to use is this Kairiki braid, 6 pounds, 150 metres of it, and it should fit just perfectly on this little 2500 Sienna reel. All we need now is some hooks, swivels and sinkers, or some topwater lures if we want to catch some of these beautiful whiting up on the surface. Target species? Well, I've grabbed some mustard swivels, size 10s, and a few sinkers. These are the barrel sinkers, size O. Now we just need some hooks. Now, I love these mustard bloodworm hooks. I think we'll go for size 4s and size 6s. They've got the long shanks, but ideal if you want to put on some worms or yabbies for bait. So now we need is some small surface lures to catch them on top water. Shooting across the flat now. Well, there's plenty of different brands to choose from, but I think I'll get some of these Atomics. And they make some bigger ones. They're surface walkers up on top. So I'll grab that size. There's some smaller ones here as well, just in case the whiting are biting on smaller stuff. And I'll grab a couple of poppers. Look at those little blokes. Absolutely perfect. I reckon we're in business. Let's go and catch some whiting.